Lindsay loved going to her grandma's house. It was a big, rambling place full of sunshine and the smell of baking cookies. Even better, it was always full of family. Aunts, uncles and cousins would all gather for holidays and birthdays. They laughed and told stories. They ate until they were stuffed. One rainy Saturday, Lindsay was at her grandma's again. The family was looking at old photos spread out on the table. Grandma Margaret pointed to a photo of a young girl with bright eyes and a mischievous smile. "That's me, back in 1947, she said. Lindsay leaned in closer. "Grandma, is that a cat with you?" she asked, her finger on a small dark shape next to the young girl. The cat was black as night, with eyes that seemed to gleam in the photo. "Oh, that's just Midnight," Grandma said casually. But Lindsay could tell by her grandmother's voice that there was more to the story. "Midnight?" Lindsay asked. "Was that your cat, Grandma?" She'd never heard Grandma talk about having a cat before. Grandma Margaret smiled. "Midnight has been in our family for a very long time, dear," she said. Longer than I've been alive." She picked up another photo. This one was even older, sepia-toned and faded around the edges. It showed a handsome young soldier holding a black cat. "That's my grandfather," Grandma explained. "And that cat, that's Midnight." Lindsay's eyes widened. The cat in the picture did look exactly like the one in the photo with her grandmother. They began to search through the rest of the photos. Sure enough, Midnight was in many of them. A flash of black fur here, a pair of glowing eyes there, sometimes just a shadow lurking in the background. The cat appeared in pictures from different generations, always looking the same. "It's like Midnight is a time traveler," Lindsay whispered. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Could a cat really live that long? Lindsay and her grandmother spent the rest of the day looking over old family albums and diaries. They learned that Midnight had first appeared in the family back in the late 1800s. No one knew exactly where he had come from, but he had been taken in by Lindsay's great-great-grandmother, a kind woman named Amelia. Amelia had adored Midnight. She wrote about him in her diary, calling him her shadow and her familiar. She even had a special silver locket made for him with his name engraved on it. When Amelia died, Midnight had stayed with the family, moving on to the next generation. "It's like Midnight chooses to stay with our family," said Lindsay, "like he has a job to do." Grandma nodded. That's what Amelia believed," she said. "She called him our guardian, watching over us through thick and thin." Lindsay and Grandma found the silver locket tucked away in an old jewelry box. It was tarnished with age, but still beautiful. Carefully, they opened it. Inside, there was a tiny piece of folded paper. Lindsay smoothed it out carefully. It was a poem written in Amelia's elegant handwriting. The poem spoke of a love that transcended time, a bond between a family and their furry guardian. It spoke of Midnight's watchful eyes and his comforting presence. He was a silent witness to their lives, their joys and their sorrows. As Lindsay read the words, she felt a warm feeling spread through her chest. It was like a secret understanding had been passed down to her, a legacy of love and protection. She knew now that Midnight was more than just a cat. He was a symbol of the enduring spirit of family, a reminder that some bonds could never be broken. And as she looked out the window, she thought she saw a flash of black fur disappear into the shadows, a silent guardian watching over them still.